Hello viewers, how are you all? Hope you all are safe and fine at your home. So today I am going to make a video on this. This is the Hyundai Verna 2022 1.5 SX optional petrol. So let's get into the video. So if we look at the front of this car, this looks very amazing and muscular from the front. Now let's move on to the headlights of this car. Now this is a DRL in this car, which is a daytime running LED, and now it got a 3-step LED headlamps. This is the indicator which has a halogen bulb inside it, which I think is a drawback for Verna. Now it has a projector fog lamp setup, which is good. Now let's talk about the grille of Hyundai Verna. You can see the grille is a dark chrome grille and a big Hyundai logo shining up right there in the middle of the grille. And there are two grilles. Underneath it is a radiator grille. Now let's move on to the side of the car. Now if we look at the side profile of this car, the coupe design of the car makes it more sportier and it looks very amazing from side profile. Okay, now let's move on to the tire size of this car. If we look at the wheels of this car, it is a diamond cut alloy wheel and the wheel size of this is 195/55 R16, which is fine. If we talk about the back of this car, the underneath chrome line makes it more amazing from the rear. Now let's talk about the tail lamps of this car. Now this is a LED tail lamp setup in this car, but the indicators are halogen, and this is the rear light of the car. And this is the rear window of the car, which does not get a wiper but gets a defogger. Now this chrome lines gives it a sporty car-like look, and there are the reflectors on both sides of the car, and there are 4 parking sensors, 1, 2, 3 and 4. Okay, now let's move to the boot of the car. Now this is the tailgate. Here is the camera of the car, which is sort of hidden. Okay, now let's open the tailgate. Here you get a button, which is a request sensor. Now let's open the tailgate. Now it's got a massive boot space of 480 liters, where you can pack your whole family. Okay, now it gets a boot net. Here is some stuff given from Hyundai. Now if we talk about the underneath of the car, here's the stepney of the car, which is not an alloy, it's a normal steel rim, and the size of this stepney is 185/55 R15. Okay, it is a small size stepney. Now let's move to the roof of the car. Now if we look into the roof, at first we can see a sunroof, which is not a panoramic one, and there's a shark fin antenna. Okay, now let's move to the interior of the car. Now before moving to the interior of the car, I want to show you the key of this car. The key of this car is a premium key, which has soft touches in it, and it has 4 buttons: lock, unlock, boot open, and hold to make some noise. Now the door handles are finished in chrome, as this is the top model, and it got keyless entry, so there's a request sensor in it. Okay, the car get locked and unlocked. Let's look at the door. If we look at the door of the car, it is a mixture of black and beige color. Now let's see the controls. Okay, so these are the power windows, controls of the 4 power windows. This is the control of the power window lock, unlock. This is the control of the mirror adjustment, and this is the control of the mirror folding. See, I am pressing this button and the mirror will fold. Again I am pressing this button, the mirror will unfold. Okay, so there's the auto foldable mirror. Now let's look into the car. Okay, so this is the part of the accessory, don't look into it. Now let's move on to the inside of the car. Now if we look at the seats of the car, you will never get tired on these seats, and the cushioning of the seats are very good. The driver's seat is a height adjustable seat, and this is the feature to recline the seat, and here's the feature to forward and backward this seat. Okay, this button is used to open the fuel lid, and this is used to open the boot. So let's move to the interior of the car now. Now if we talk about the interior of the car, it is very premium looking interior. And now let's talk about the steering of the car. The steering of the car is a leather wrapped steering which is very comfortable to hold. It got here this side controls for the infotainment system, and this side this line control for the MID, and this side control for the cruise control. Okay, now this is the horn. Now if you want to, okay, so now let's see how many ways does the steering get adjusted. So first I have to remove the lock. I have removed the lock. Now let's see, up, down. This means it's a tilt steering. Now let's see, it gets front and back. So this is a telescopic steering wheel. This is the digital instrument cluster, and let's see what you get in the MID. And to change the MID, you have to press this button, this one. So let's press it. Okay, this is the user settings. This is the tire pressure monitoring system. This car gets the tire pressure monitoring system, and this is a driver information system. Okay, so now let's move to the infotainment system. Okay, so if we move to the infotainment system, it shows you the date, time and everything. It gets inbuilt navigation system with radio, media. Okay, it got an Android Auto, Apple CarPlay, everything, and a DRVM, which is only available when the vehicle is moving. Okay, so now let's move to the automatic climate control. This car gets the automatic climate control, which is fully automatic. Okay, now what are these two buttons? Many people have questions. So this is the buttons for the ventilated seats. Both the seats have ventilated function. Okay, so this is a socket for 12 volt. This is the USB point for the infotainment system, and this is a charging socket here. This is the fast charger, I mean wireless charger. Okay, and this is the gear knob, a 6-speed gear knob with a reverse gear, which is very comfortable to change gears. Okay, so, and this is the handbrake. There are 2 cup holders, and this is the armrest. And if you open the armrest, here you get some storage spaces, and also you get a 1 liter bottle holder space in the doors. Okay, so now this is the automatic IRVM of this car, where you get 3 buttons in it. Number 1 is SOS button, number 2 is road assistance button, and number 3 is the blue link button. Okay, here you get 2 lamps which are enough in display. This is a sunglass holder. This is the sunroof, okay, which you can open from this. Now the sunroof is open and closed. Okay, now let's move to the rear of the car. So my height is 5'7", and the front seat is adjusted for my height, and then also I have decent space for sitting. Okay, and the headroom is also decent in this car. The headrests are adjustable. Now you get a 1 liter bottle holder in this car. This is the switch of the power window. This is the door opener, which is finished in silver color. This is the speaker grill, which has a speaker. Now this car has 2 rear AC vents with a controller. Now there is a charging socket, which is a USB one, and with a illumination, which looks great. And this is the magazine holder, and here are the Isofix child mounts. Okay, and this is the sun net, which will protect you from sunlight. And this is the armrest with 2 cup holders. Okay, so now let's move to the another part of the car. Now this car gets automatic headlamp. Now if we talk about the music system of this car, so Hyundai call it an Archimedes music system. This car has 4 speakers with 2 tweeters. Now let's listen to the music system. So now I am going to play the song. Okay, so the full volume is 40. I will place it in 20. Okay. Time is barely on our side. I don't wanna waste what's left. The storms we chase are leading us, and love is all we'll ever trust. Yeah. the music system is very nice. Okay, so now I want to tell you one thing, that I will make more videos in this car, like about the hidden features of this car, the disadvantages and the advantages of Verna, and in my next videos. So if you want to watch that, please subscribe my channel, hit the bell icon, and thanks for watching. And please like and tell me if you do not like it. Please tell me in comments why you do not like it. I will try to improve it. Thank you.